So I think we have a pretty good cast this year. A lot of people applied, which is good to hear, which means that I know that they are competing. This season's twist is there will be 3 pairs of siblings playing. The first pair being the Hancock twins. These guys hold freshman records at their high school, so they're really competitive. They don't like to lose to the other one, so this game will drive them. I'm not sure which one will come out on top, but I do think that together they might form a strong bond in an alliance. The second pair of siblings are the Iquinella sisters, Elena and Lily. Elena's the older sister, Lily's the younger sister. I think Elena is here to win. I think she has a strong sense of what she wants to do. She wants to play because she took 3 days off of work and she'll be mad if she doesn't do well. She's here for fun, but she's here to compete. Lily, on the other hand, I think is here for strictly fun. I think she's here for a good time, but once the game starts to get competitive, I think she'll start to catch on. If Elena and Lily make it to the merge, I don't think one of them is lasting long because I think together they are too strong. The third and final pair of siblings are the Rich brothers, Charlie being the older and Henry being the younger one. Their survivor journey can go one of 2 ways. Henry can either go out really early or he can pull a Sean. We saw last season Sean O'Connor just go with the flow. He was just a vote for some people. Henry, if he plays that up, then I think he can do well. He's been watching some Survivor, and if he takes control of some of his game, I think he'll be able to pull one out. Charlie, on the other hand, he has been watching a lot of Survivor. He's been watching since last season, which he didn't get on. He has a really good chance to win, but I'm not going to say that he is. I think he might get too caught up in emotions or in his head about what people are trying to do. If he doesn't get paranoid and he keeps a sound mind, then I think he has a chance to win. First up, for the girls that aren't related, is Emily Reinhart. She is going to do really well for the first half of the game. I'm not sure what's going to happen at the merge. She is going to align really well with the people on her tribe that she starts out with, but when it comes down to it, in immunity challenges, she might come off as expendable. She has a great attitude going into the game, and I'm excited to see what she pulls out. Next up for the girls is Anna Crandall. She was a big fan of season 1, always cheering for Sean O'Connor. Based on that fact, you can't really expect much from her because Sean isn't really the best player. But when we brought her in to interview her, she knew what kind of game she was playing, and she appreciated Sean as a character rather than a player. And I think she will be a character and a player, but I think she is in really a good spot right now. Santana Davis is a big question mark for me. Her strongest part going into this game will definitely be her social game. I feel like she's able to make friends easily. What she can contribute to her tribe is another thing. If her tribe sees like, oh, we should just vote out the people that aren't contributing to the challenges, she said herself she doesn't think she'll be helping a lot, but if she's able to maintain friendships rather than physical presence, she has a good chance to make it far and maybe even pull away and win it all. Haley Divis, I don't see winning. I see her going out somewhere early merge. People will see her as a physical threat for the girls. She will play a loyal game, but I think she might play following game with people telling her what to do. If she's able to take charge of what her game is going to be, she has a great shot at making it farther than what I'm expecting her to make it. Patrick Byrne is a big question mark. Based on what I'm told, he's good at making friends. He's fairly athletic. With those 2 facts, I think he'll make a merge, but I'm excited to see what happens. If we get a great Survivor player out of him, then I'm happy with it. Delano is a nice kid. That might be his downfall. I think he'll be too nice. I'm not sure how great of an alliance member Delano would be. I think he'd be loyal, but I think he just wouldn't lie. And in this game, I think you have to lie in order to do well. Delano's main strength will be his physical abilities. I think in challenges he'll do well. I think individually he'll do well, but this is an individual game. Andre is another person that I see doing well physically. Strategically, I see him maybe following a bit. If Andre is able to take control of his game and put some strategy into it, he will do well. Socially, he's good at getting in with people and just going with the flow, and that might help him to a certain extent. But if he doesn't start making moves, then I think he might end up just like Delano did. Ryan Mingyu-Lubnin is a character. He is ready to play a game. I'm not sure what game he's ready to play. He's told me he wants to be a hero, but then tells me some of his plans that sounds like he wants to be a villain. So I'm really confused on where his head is at right now. I'm excited to see what he's gonna do. I don't think he's gonna win unless he pulls a good social game together. So Matt Gaynor's another big question mark for me. He is a fan of the show. I'm not sure if he knows anybody going into the show. If he can get himself in a strong alliance early on, I think he might have a shot. He seems really in shape. I think he will do well in challenges. But if his tribe that he's on focuses more on the strategic aspect, I don't know. I frankly don't know where he's going to place. He could go first or he could go fourth place. We'll see. Evan Latham, I think, will do really well. He's a really smart guy. He's got a 36 on the ACT. He's playing football for U of M. He's new to the show. He'll have to figure it out at a quick pace in order to do well. Everybody else is going to get there and they're going to know what's going on. He might have to play along for a little bit, but once he gets the groove of things, I think he might be able to pull out a win. The only problem is if he gets voted out before he can even get his footing. Gian, I think, has a good shot at making the merge. I think that's his problem, is going to be making the merge. He might come off aggressive in challenges and maybe as a threat. I'm not sure how he's going to do socially. I think there are people that he can align with. Physically, I think he's in good shape, but I think there are better people suited for the challenges. My guess for Gian is mid-merge, maybe like third, fourth jury member. Jacob Brenner is a perfect setup to be one of the biggest villains Survivor Dearborn has seen. So you look at the real Survivor, and villains tend to be like people you don't expect to do well at the game because they use their social and their strategic mindset to further their game rather than their physical abilities. Jacob Brenner is not physically to the same level as some of the other contestants. I think he will be able to get his strategic and social game to a point where he can win. Cameron Godin is Brendan Godin's brother from season 1. Brendan Godin was a character. Cameron Godin is a character. I think Cameron might have a better shot at winning than Brendan, because Cameron now sees how the game went rather than Brendan, who had to learn how the game went and then play. So Cameron is coming in with a mindset rather than Brendan's naivety at the beginning of the game. I don't think Cameron can win. I think he's a character. He'll make the jury. He's too big of a threat on a season with a lot of threats. So I think he'll get pushed to the top pretty easily. Valvina is probably one of our top physical competitors this season. Everybody will be out to get him like everybody was out to get John last season. He attends the Naval Academy. He runs 13 miles for fun. I think what he'd struggle with is his strategic and social game. I think his social game might be alright. His strategic game, from what he's told me, is to just win everything. If Val successfully maneuvers his way through the 17 other people vying for that top 3 spot, I think he has a great chance to win. So season 2 is looking really good. A lot of great competitors. I'm excited to see what happens. I'm excited to see what kind of strategic players, what kind of social players, what kind of new physical players can bring to this game. Season 2, Survivor Dearborn, Blood versus Water. I'll see you guys in the backyard.